With the situation we're in at the moment, that LPG, if we were still on LPG, would be £4,000.
Go on then.
You clapping for duvets.
We're in West Sussex. It's a 1990 build. Not bad build. I think special, ordinary brick and block with cavity insulation. The floors all had to be done, so I put underfloor heating in. And we ran that off for the boiler. The big problem is the boiler is LPG. There's no gas in the village, so everyone's on oil or LPG.
We're a 4-bedroom detached house in Walsham. It's off-grid, so the homeowner was running off LPG before. I think it was a Worcester boiler, so a standard sort of S plan with a cinder upstairs. Typically, homes of this age, they're pretty well insulated. They're quite modern. They've already had all the sort of windows upgraded, double glazing, cavity wall insulation is normally fitted, so there's not too many upgrades needed to bring the heat loss down. The heat loss of the house is the same, no matter whether you've got an LPG boiler, an oil boiler or a gas boiler, you're still just sort of matching the heat loss with the heat pump.
It warmed the house was comfortable, but it was quite a lot of money, even in those days. The year 2024, which was before we went through this, we spent £1,830 in LPG. And that was at 47p a litre. At the beginning of 2025, my contract went to 62p a litre. And of course, I dread to think what it is now, here in the beginning of 26. I won't say I was avid, wanting eco-friendly. I am, I do like it, but I just thought that it was time to sort of think about the future and change things. There's a lot of good information out there, but there's also a lot of very confusing and bad information out there. I sort of thought, well, look, it's the heat that you're putting into a house and the heat that house is losing. And actually, it doesn't matter what puts the heat in. It's the same amount of heat. I believed that the cost of the installation would more than likely be covered in the increased value of the house. I think, personally, it's the installation. That is the critical thing. You've got to have a good install.
So the main thing we had to worry about on the heat loss on this one and the design was the existing underfloor heating. So we had to tweak the J-hair flooring, get their output charts and work out the output of the underfloor heating at certain temperatures. Once we'd done that, we knew the heat loss of the rest of the property. We could then design the upstairs radiator to match. When we install this, we remove all the controls, we have it running open loop, and then we just balance everything on the design basically. So you're not actually using your thermostat to control anything, it's just all running nice and open loop on the weather comp, keeping that nice even temperature throughout all year round.
He came up, we had a long chat. He explained how it all worked and what have you. I gelled with him straight away, and it's been a fantastic journey really. His work is phenomenal. He was putting his control boxes on the wall and rearranging and said, I think it looks better that way. And then when he went to install them, he gets his spirit level up. And you just know, don't you? You just know.
I think part of the job and part of the fun of the job is taking pride in it and taking the extra bit of time to put a bit of effort into the work. If you're putting that attention to detail on what it looks like on the outside, I think that just shows your pride in your work for the whole job.
I think that's where Geek cornered the market really, in saying the standard's just not good enough. We want our installers to be of a higher standard. And my personal experience is they've achieved that.
There's lots of factors, but you just get used to doing it. It's experience of doing different heat losses in different houses. A house like this is quite straightforward because it was built all at the same time. All the fabrics of the building are essentially the same. And there are some houses where you go into and they'll have 2 or 3 different extensions built at different periods, and then you've got to really sort of think about it a bit more. But In a house like this is quite straightforward.
It's comfortable, it's efficient, it's so easy to run. I haven't touched the controller. It just works. We will have a total cost at the moment of £810 compared to 1,830. That is real figures from my bills. I was not expecting a bill of 50% of what I was paying before.
Being on a heat pump now, he's more energy independent. He's not susceptible to the rising prices of oil. That they could rise up or down, but they could, with what's going on in the world at the moment, obviously things have got very expensive very quickly. If you're on LPG or oil and you're off grid, I would definitely consider fitting a heat pump. Even better if you've got solar and batteries, because you really maximise your savings.
I can understand why people are anxious, because like all things, if you don't know, you could get anxious about it. But honestly, I get the right installer and you will not regret it.